Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, the question you've been asked 6 million times in the last year, but does actually look like everything crossed, all fingers crossed, something might happen this year. Where do you think we are on that?
I think we're quite close to getting it over the line. And I don't want to, really, I've been very sort of quiet about it. I don't want to be spouting my mouth on, but, obviously I was out of action for a while, but it's looking really, really good. And I'm quite convinced that the fight will be on this year. They'll fight each other twice. And I believe that we'll get it over the line.
We're all boxing fans. We've all been fans long enough to know that boxing can find some strange and mysterious ways to disappoint you out of nowhere. But this year, everyone seems to be singing from the same hymn sheet. All the promoters, all the networks, all seem to be saying the same thing. Let's get it happening. Is that
do you know what?
Something you need to see?
We do, Rob. And you know what? That's good for the fans. That's because that's at the end of the day what it's all about. If we get ourselves sorted out, all of us, and we're all working to make this happen. Everyone knows what their contractual positions are with their relative TV companies and fighters, what their management companies are and so forth. Everybody knows what those positions are, and we're all working together to ensure that we deliver. And I think it's great that we're doing that between us all.
And it really has potential to be like a genuinely generational event as well. Both of them in their prime, rather than a lot of times in boxing, you see these things happen, these super fights happen after the prime. These two are right in their prime, aren't they?
In their prime, got all the belts between them, 4 belts on the line, first time ever in heavyweight boxing. And they're British. And for me, I get this fight signed up. This will be the biggest sporting event, forget about boxing, sporting event since England won the World Cup. They get more ink, more online TV coverage. It goes from the sports pages to the news pages. And that's what it'll be. It'll be a massive, massive event that we'll all be talking about for years afterwards.
And it'll be global as well, not just British, even though it'll be the best of British.
Of course. Yeah. Of course it's a massive global fight and people want to see it. Tyson's made a big name for himself in the States, gone out there and beat their guy. Well, got robbed the first time, but certainly convincingly beaten the second time. He's there, and AJ went and got his title back from another American. So everybody knows who's who. So we're, it's a global event. There's no doubt about it. And there are a lot of people from around the world that want to host the fight. A lot of countries. Yeah,
I was going to come to that because obviously in the times we're in, some places are more kind of confident in their ability to host an event with fans. So how many kind of countries and cities have offered to host it?
There's been a few, and but as I said, we're not. We've all agreed that we won't conduct any public, be saying it's stating anything public. But there've been a few that have contacted and quite interested in taking the event there, and you can understand why, because it's such a massive event. It's such a massive boxing event, probably the biggest heavyweight fight in how many years? It's a huge, huge fight. And as I say, historically, there's 4 belts on the line.